To fill out and submit KoBoCollect forms, you will first want to start by opening the KoBoCollect app. You will select Fill Blank Form from the main menu. For this tutorial, we're going to use the sample collection form, but the same functions we will go over with this tutorial apply to other forms used in the SaniPath tool. First off, you will select Sample Collection, and the first question will pop up. You can slide left to go forward a question and right to go back. The first question is a Select One option, where you can select an option from a list of choices, but only one can be selected at a time. You will then swipe left to advance to the next question, but you can also swipe right to return and change your response if need be. The second question is also the same format, and for this we will select Produce and advance to the next question. This question is where you will enter the sample ID and requires input, which has certain restraints as to what can be entered. For example, when I enter 5 as sample ID and try to advance, I get an error message. But when I adhere to the restrictions that sample IDs must be greater than 1000, and I enter 1000, I am able to move on. The same thing happens when I incorrectly re-enter the sample ID, and this shows the importance of understanding the forms that you're working with, the relevant constraints, and looking at the error messages to see how to best fix the problem. This next question shows the format for entering date and time information, and you can see that KoBoCollect allows you to select the date and time separately to provide the information requested from the form. You will click on Select Date and choose the appropriate date from the calendar view, followed by hitting OK. You will then click on Select Time and use the menu to select the appropriate time, followed by OK. Now we advance to the next question, which is a prompt to record a GPS location, and this can be done with or without internet connection. To record the location, click the Start GeoPoint button and wait until the loading is complete. You will see an accuracy reading on the screen, after which you will hit Save GeoPoint, and you will see the complete GPS coordinates. You can click on Replace Location to take another reading to replace the previous one, but we will not do that in this tutorial. Another situation that requires the input from users is if Other is selected, as is shown in this type of produce question. Once you advance, you'll be asked to enter the type of produce, for example, tomato. A note pops up after entering tomato, which is common in the SaniPath Tool forms, as notes will give more information to the data collection team, sample team, or survey teams, and have helpful tips and reminders for best completing the forms and collecting samples. For this, a note pops up to give the sample collection team a reminder about the amount of produce to collect. Following this, a question asked for that amount, and we proceed to the closing questions that have an option to add additional notes, add enumerator names, which is a required question, and I will enter my name to complete the form. If for some reason you need to stop filling out the form before completing and want to return to it later, you can hit the Save icon floppy disk at the top of the screen, or you can hit the triangle on the bottom of the screen twice and hit Save Changes. You can then access the saved form by going to the main KoBoCollect screen, selecting Edit Saved Forms, and choosing the form you wish to edit. You can choose the specific questions you would like to edit from the screen, and in this case, we are returning to finish the form by entering the question as to whether a photo was taken. After swiping one last time, a prompt is shown that shows you that you have completed the form, and you'll need to make sure that the Mark Form as Finalized is checked. Select Saved Form and exit. You will want to go back to the main KoBoCollect menu, where you will see next to Send Finalized Form that there is a 1 in parentheses, or the number of finalized forms that you have completed. You will select Send Finalized Forms, and on this screen you can see the forms that have been completely filled out, marked as finalized, and saved to the KoBoCollect app. You can check each individual form that you would like to upload, or click Toggle All to select all of the finalized forms. Then you will hit Send Selected, and the KoBoCollect app will send the information collected on the forms to the data repository. You'll want to make sure that the Upload Results pop-up window shows Success after the form name, as this means the data was successfully uploaded to the data repository. If you see Failed or any error message for some reason, it is most likely due to connectivity issues, so you will want to try again when connected to Wi-Fi or a reliable data network.